Welcome to the next chapter of mathematics, determinants. So this is a little introduction to the topic of determinants, the history of determinants. So the determinant is very much useful in the fields of engineering, science, economics, and social science. How that you will learn after understanding the concept of determinants when we are going to do some word problems. So what is a determinant? To each square matrix A of order n, there is an there is associated a number which is real number or a complex number, which is called the determinant of that square matrix, where Aij, that is I comma jth element in A, is a, an arbitrary element of the matrix. This can be thought of as a function which associates each square matrix with a unique number. Symbolically, uh, a function which relates from m to k, where a function is denoted by f of a is equal to small k, and capital M is the set of matrices, and capital K is the set of numbers, real or complex. Every set A belongs to the set of matrices, and every small number k belongs to the set of real numbers, right? So every matrix has a number associated with it, which is its determinant. Symbolically, f of a is determinant of a. Function of a is determinant of a. Where what is a? A is a matrix. So function of a is equal to determinant of a. Or det a, this is also how determinant of a is represented. Or triangle or small k, these are all symbols of determinant of a matrix. Determinant of A or det A is read as determinant of A. Okay, so if matrix is represented like this, if matrix A is represented like this, then determinant of A is represented like this, in between two vertical lines, not square brackets. So square brackets are replaced by two vertical lines. That is the symbol of determinant. Remember that two vertical lines is not a modulus of A, but it is read as determinant of A. Only square matrices have determinants. Remember this. Determinant of a matrix of order 1. Matrix of order 1 means it is of the order 1 by 1. That is, it has just one element. So if the matrix looks like this, then its determinant is nothing but the same number, right? So a square matrix of order 1 by 1 has the determinant, has its determinant I'm sorry, has its determinant equal to the same number. Suppose a matrix A is represented like this, then its determinant of matrix A is equal to 5. Okay, if matrix A is represented like this, then its determinant is -5. Okay, determinant of a matrix of order 2. Please note this down. Suppose we have a square matrix of order 2 by 2, right? We have a square matrix of order 2 by 2. Then its determinant is given by this formula which is shown over here. Determinant of A is equal to, this is what they have done. They have taken cross products and they have subtracted those cross products. A11 A22 minus A12 A21 or A21 A12. So you can say it like this. You can take the product of the leading diagonal and subtract the product of other diagonal from it. A 11 A22 minus A21 A12, and that will give you your determinant, right? Suppose this is a matrix whose determinant has to be found out, or you have to find the determinant of this particular thing. Then 2 2s are 4 minus 4 into minus 1, that is 4. So 2 plus 4, 4 plus 4 gives you 8. So determinant is 8. Very easy to find the determinant. You multiply the numbers in the leading diagonal over here, write the product, and subtract, I'm sorry, the product is over here, and subtract the product of the other diagonal from it. Subtract the product of other diagonal from it. Okay, so that is the meaning of determinant of matrix of order 2. Determinant of a matrix of order 3. How to find the determinant of matrix of order 3? Let's just zoom in a little bit. Okay. So let's imagine we have a 3 by 3 matrix, a matrix A of order 3 by 3, and this is how we represent its determinant. There are 6 ways of expanding the determinant of order 3 by 3, which corresponds to each one of the 3 rows R1, R2, R3 and 3 columns C1, C2, C3. So you want to find the determinant by expanding one of the each rows or one of the each columns. That's up to you. Okay, so they have shown both the ways. Let's see. First, expanding along the row 1. Multiply, the step 1 is multiply element A11 of R1 row 1 by minus 1 raised to 1 plus 1 with the second order determinant obtained by deleting the elements of first row and first column C1. Okay, so what they are trying to tell you, I will show you over here. First, take this element. Okay, so I'm expanding along the first row. Okay, so I'm taking this element, I'm writing it separately, A11, and I'm going to multiply with minus 1 raised to 1 plus 1. So you might have this question that, just a moment, let me just okay, minus 1 second, minus 1 raised to 1 plus 1. Why did I multiply this minus 1 raised to 1 plus 1 with this element? See, minus 1 is, you can say, a usual formality. We always multiply with any coefficient, any number which we are taking. But what is this power 1 plus 1? 1 plus 1 is the number of row and column of this particular element. This element belongs to first row and first column. That's why 1 plus 1. Okay, multiplied by. Okay, now you have to delete the first row and first column and cross multiply the remaining elements and take their difference. So you will write it as A22 A33 minus A32 A23. That is the first, you can say, term of the determinant. Second term of the determinant. Now I'm going to select the second element of the first row. So I'm going to write here minus 1 raised to 1 plus 2 and then A12, and then I will delete the first row and the second column. Second column, why? Because I have selected a term from the second column itself. So I'm going to delete this row, sorry, this column and this row, and I'm going to take the product of the remaining elements and subtract them. So A21 A33 minus A31 A23 plus minus 1 raised to 1 plus 3 minus 1 raised to 1 plus 3. Okay, then what I'm going to do is delete this. So this will become A13 bracket A21 multiplied by A32 minus A31 multiplied by A22, right? This multiplied by this minus this multiplied by this. So you understood the idea of expansion for finding the determinants of order 3. This minus 1 raised to 1 plus 1 minus 1 raised to 1 plus 3, 1 plus 2 minus 1 raised to 1 plus 3 is going to remain as it is. Or what you can do is you can write alternate plus minus signs, beginning with plus sign, then minus, then plus. Like that you can keep on writing plus and minus sign, and you will find the determinant, right? So that is the way of finding determinant, which they have explained here. See, this is what they have written, and then they have expanded this and got this. Similarly, we can find expansions along second row and third row. You don't have to do that. You can do either first row expansion or second row or third row, any one of them, or first column or second column or third column, any one of them, right? See, column 1 also they have shown. So determinant is same in each case. It is observed that determinant is same in each case. For easier calculation, expand the determinant along that row which contains maximum number of zeros. This is one point to be remembered. If you want to find the determinant easily, expand that row or column which contains maximum number of zeros. And signs for expansions are shown in the following pattern. See, these are the signs. If you remember these signs, then it will be easy. So they have asked to find the determinant. Okay, so how we'll do that? They have expanded along the first row. So first row, we have first number 1 multiplied by minus 1252, determinant of the remaining numbers. Then I have a minus sign here, minus 3 becomes plus 3, and then the determinant of these two numbers, these 4 numbers. And similarly for the last number 2, we can find the determinant of these 4 numbers, and we solve them, we'll get the answer. So we'll solve it in solved examples, we'll find determinants. That's not very difficult. Okay, there is one Saris rule. What is this Saris rule? Write 3 columns and repeat the first and second column. You remember the cross multiplication method you've learned for solving simultaneous linear equation in 2 variable? It comes from this Saris method. Okay, so write the first 3 columns, A11, A21, A31, A12, A22, A32, A13, A23, A33, and then repeat first and second columns like this. Draw arrows as shown in the figure. You see the arrows shown here. Add the product on the downward moving arrows and subtract the product on the upward moving arrows. So you have to multiply A11, A22, A33 minus A31, A22, A13, and then move ahead and do the same thing. Keep on doing same thing and you will get the determinant. But this method does not apply to determinants of order greater than 3, just up to order 3. Okay, so we have to find the determinant here. Let's find it. Cos 15 multiplied by cos 75 minus sin 75 multiplied by sin 15. Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. What is the identity? Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Cos of A plus B. Okay, so becomes cos of 15 plus 75 cos of 90, which is 0. So determinant in this case is 0. Next question. If the determinants of these two are same, find the value of x. So 3x multiplied by 4 minus 2 multiplied by 7 is equal to 8 into 4 minus 6 into 7. 12x plus 14 is equal to 32 minus 42. Minus 10 minus 14. So x is equal to minus 2. Let's check. Correct. Again the same question. You can do it. Please pause the video and do it. Please pause the video and do it. We'll check the answer. Done. Let's go and check. Very easy. Next question. Write the value of. Very nice question. So x into x minus 1 into x plus 1. X square minus x square minus 1. X square minus x square plus 1. 1. Very easy. Expand by two methods. Okay. 2. Let's make some space here. Okay. So they're saying expand by two methods. First we'll expand along the row 1, along the first row. So we'll write 3 bracket. You want me to show you the whole steps? I can show you. 3 multiplied by determinant of 6, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then see here there is plus sign. Then comes there is the minus sign. So minus of minus 5 multiplied by determinant of 7, 1, 1, 3. Okay. Then comes plus 4 multiplied by determinant of, because there is plus sign, then minus sign, then plus sign, then determinant of 7, 6, 1, 2. 7, 6, 1, 2. I hope now you are getting the pattern in which we are finding the determinant. Okay. So plus 3 bracket 6 3s are 18 minus 2 plus 5 bracket 7 3s are 21 minus 1 plus 4 bracket 14 minus 6. So plus 3 into 16 plus 5 multiplied by 20 plus 4 multiplied by 8. 48 plus 100 plus 32. So 48 plus 32 is 80. So this becomes 180. So that's one method. We have multiplied along the first row. Okay, now we'll multiply along the first column and check. Okay, so 3, so expansion, this is expansion along column 1. Next is expansion along column, oh sorry, this is row 1. This is column 1. Okay, so first plus 3 bracket 6 1 2 3, then I'm going to take minus 7 bracket or bracket name determinant. First column and second row will get cut, and I'm going to write minus 5 4 2 3 as it is, and then it will become plus 1 bracket or determinant of minus 5 4 6 1. Let's check the answer. So 3 bracket 6 3s are 18 minus 2 minus 7 bracket minus 5 3s are minus 15 minus 8 plus 1 minus 5 minus 24. 16 minus of 7 multiplied by minus 23 plus 1 multiplied by minus 29. So this is 48 plus 161 minus 29. So this becomes 160 plus 40 is 209 minus 29, which is 180. So no matter by which column or by which row you expand, but the determinant remains the same, right? That's 180. Let's check the answer. Correct. Okay, they meant by Saris rule. So by two methods means I thought that expansion along row 1 and column 1, but they mean that the expansion along any row or column, and by using Saris rule. So if you use the Saris rule also, you get the same answer. The method is shown over here. This is the diagram of Saris rule, and see what they have done. So they have just multiplied 3 6 3, then 5, added it with minus 5 1 1, and 4 7 2, and they've subtracted from 1 6 4 2 1 3 and 3 7 and minus 5's product respectively, and then they've solved, they've got the correct answer like we did, right? So that's the method. Okay, here you have to evaluate. Just a moment. Okay, okay, let's evaluate this. So I will select the row or column which has got the maximum number of zeros. Now each row and each column has got 1 0, so I can start my expansion from anywhere. I'll start it conventionally from the first row. Okay, so 0 multiplied by 0 into 0 minus sine beta multiplied by sine beta. Okay, so this is going to become 0. There is no point of doing any calculation ahead. Okay, just let me make some space. Then comes minus sign, and I'm going to take the second element, sine alpha bracket. The rest of the elements will be multiplied, minus sine alpha multiplied by 0 and minus cos alpha into sine beta. Okay, so that's your second element. and the third element is minus cos alpha. Minus cos alpha is minus cos alpha, and then you multiply it with minus sine alpha multiplied by minus sine beta minus cos alpha into 0. So the first element is 0, 0 minus, okay, what you get here, sine alpha bracket, minus sine alpha into 0 is 0, 0 minus cos alpha sine beta. That's your second term, minus cos alpha. Let's simplify this further. Minus cos alpha bracket sine alpha sine beta. Okay, sine alpha sine beta both are minus, they will become plus, minus 0, so it will become 0 only. Okay, okay, next minus sine alpha will get multiplied inside, so it will become sine alpha cos alpha sine beta minus cos alpha sine beta. See, both the terms have got sine alpha, sine beta and cos alpha, so they'll get subtracted and you'll get 0. That is the answer. Let's check the answer. Answer is 0. Correct. So yeah, that was the first part. Now the exercise, which I'm going to send it to you, and there are quite a few sums. So finish this part, finish the exercise, and let me know how easy or difficult it was for you. I think it is finding determinants is very simple trick, right? So your basics should be clear. That's the whole idea. Once you're comfortable with the basics, then slowly moving further with the more difficult parts of this chapter will not be a problem. So I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.